Professional networking is something that people ask about all the time. And on this episode of the Dave Lorenzo Daily, we're talking about professional networking, how to make meaningful connections to increase sales volume. That's right, I want to increase sales volume with you, and I want you to use professional networking to do it. This episode will help you discover 5 specific things. First, you'll discover the professional networking basics, and you'll learn that it's all about delivering value first. Second, you'll learn how to make meaningful connections right now. How can you make meaningful connections? I'm going to give you the formula to make meaningful connections in your network. Third, you're going to be able to call everyone you know and ask 2 questions to help grow your network and increase your sales volume. Fourth, I'm going to show you how you can follow up with frequent communication and understand the value of follow-up with frequent communication. And fifth, time is a currency in professional networking. If you waste someone's time, they're gone. They're never going to want to work with you again. I'm going to show you how to have an impact in the minimum amount of time so that you're not wasting anyone's time. My name is Dave Lorenzo, and welcome to another edition of the Dave Lorenzo Daily. We're here every day at 5 p.m. with a brand new episode of our show. We teach you how to grow your business using relationship-based sales. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome to our community. Please hit the subscribe button here on YouTube and ring the little bell. When you subscribe on YouTube, you will be notified when we upload a new video, and you'll also be notified when we go live. And when we go live on YouTube, you have the ability to interact with us, ask questions of our experts that we're interviewing, and we'll share those questions in real time. If you're listening on the podcast, thanks for joining me. Make sure you come over to YouTube. Just search up my name, Dave Lorenzo, on YouTube, and you'll be glad you did, because we have all kinds of really cool, entertaining, and educational features on YouTube. Thanks for joining me on the Dave Lorenzo Daily. Let's talk about the first thing you're going to discover today, and that's the professional networking basics. And here are the professional networking basics. Basic number 1. It's all about delivering value first. People don't care about you. They don't care about your business. I'm sorry to sound like Debbie Downer, but that's the truth. What they care about is what you can do for them. So you need to come out of the gate in a relationship with someone in a business setting or even in a business-to-consumer setting, delivering value right away. That value could come in the form of educational content. That value could come in the form of an introduction. That value could come in the form of providing a solution to a problem they have, or that value could come in the form of helping them achieve a goal. You've got to provide value first and foremost before you even dream of asking them for anything, whether it's a referral or asking them to do business with you. So, business networking basic number 1, provide value first. Business networking basic number 2 is make sure you let people know that you're open to connecting them with other people. You're open to helping them at any time. Business networking number 3 is getting their contact information so that you can follow up and communicate with them frequently. Notice I said getting their contact information, not giving them your contact information, because you're going to do that in the follow-up process. Those are the business networking basics. Let's look now at the second thing you're going to discover in our time together today, and that's how to make meaningful connections with people in your network. How to make meaningful connections with people in your network. Here's the formula for doing that. The first thing you do is you ask the person who you're looking to connect what they need help with. You ask them how you can help them. You ask them what their goals are. You ask them what the biggest challenge they're facing in their business is. You ask them about the one thing that they could change in their business or personal life that would have the most impact. When they tell you, you ask them if they'd like some help with that. When they say, what do you mean? You say, I have a whole network full of people. Be happy to connect you to someone who can help you solve that problem. When they say yes, you then go back through your network. When you find the right person to help them, you call that person first, just you, and you say, hey, I met someone who could be a good client for you. Here's what they need. Would you like to help them? They say yes. So the first thing is to ask. Ask what you can do to help them, and then ask the person who can help them solve the problem if they want to help them. Now that both people have said yes, you make the connection. But when you make the connection, you tell each party the reason why you're connecting these two people. You are, in a professional way, being a matchmaker. So you have to tell the person who needs help why the person you're introducing them is the right person. And then you have to tell the person who's providing the product or the service why the person who needs help is looking for the solution. You're helping them see that they are a good fit for one another. The third thing you need to do is you need to call everyone you know in your network and ask them two questions. I want you to sit down at your computer and look at your contacts database. If you use Microsoft, your contacts database is probably in Outlook. I want you to go through that entire contacts database. I want you to call everyone and ask them two questions. The two questions are, what are your goals and what's the biggest challenge you're facing right now? What are your goals and what's the biggest challenge? Now, you have to tailor this question for the person. So you could say, hey, what are your goals for the next 6 months? Or how's your business doing? And what are your goals for the next month, 2 months? The questions that you're asking them are important because that's going to tell you who you can connect them with to help them. Then go back to the second thing we discussed in the beginning of the show and figure out who you can connect them to and do the pre-work. Ask, connect, and tell them the reason why. So ask those two questions of everyone in your contact database, and that's how you get business-to-business networking, professional networking, off to a good start. The fourth thing you need to do is you need to follow up with everyone in your network with frequent communication. I want some form of weekly communication going out to everyone in your network. This could be as simple as an email where you share a video that's educational. It could be an email where you write an article that's educational. It could be a link to your podcast. You need to send out communication to everyone in your network each week so that they remember who you are and the value that you provide. This is not only a tool for helping them grow their business, it's also a tool for keeping you top of mind. That's the fourth thing I want you to take away from our time together today. That's follow up with frequent communication. The fifth thing that I want you to take away from our time together today is that time is currency. And when it comes to professional networking, you can't waste people's time. You don't have coffee with someone in a business setting just to catch up and see how they're doing. You tell them that you want to catch up and see how they're doing, but you find out what you can do to help them while you're networking with them. And then you follow up with a connection, and then you follow up with frequent communication. That's your mission, that's your purpose. Go into this committed to those things, and you won't waste people's time. If you become known as someone who values other people's time, people will invest their time in you. So these are the 5 things that you can do to take your professional networking and help your leads explode. I want you to think about how you can implement these 5 things right now, and I want you to make sure you join me right back here again tomorrow at 5 p.m. for another edition of the Dave Lorenzo Daily. In the meantime, make sure you watch this video next. This video right here is about step-by-step networking. It's your guide to step-by-step networking. Be sure and watch this next. Go ahead, click on this video, watch it right now.